Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back, and please check out my channel for the latest videos with 2024 predictions for each zodiac sign, for Twin Flames specifically. This is my gift to you, my viewers, my supporters, and of course I appreciate every like, every subscription and every comment you leave, because it helps me circulate these messages with more people. Let's get started. This is going to be a classic read. Let's see what's going on with divine feminine, divine masculine energies. We'll start with an oracle card for each, and then we'll proceed to tarot itself. What else was I going to say? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Let's see what we get. For divine feminines, we have the Observer card. So this is that kind of surrender vibe where the feminines are asked to pay attention to details of the events that are going on. If something seems insignificant, or the other way around, it's like too out of place and you don't know what to make out of it, pay attention to details, pay attention to the circumstances, right? To how it makes you feel, who is involved, why is it, and how is it different from what happened the previous time, for example. All of those things are going to be important. This is number 49, by the way, which gives us 13, which is about transformation. So there's something, it's like an omen or a harbinger of transformation in the air. That's what I'm getting. So it's important to pay attention, because the more you do, the more prepared you're going to be for the next stage. Maybe even for some, the less resistance you're going to have for the next stage. For masculines, we have deep knowing. Look at that. Kind of similar vibe. Number 43. So this is a high priestess kind of energy, right? Where we don't really take action because we know that everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to be. Is that kind of vibration, right? It's finding peace, finding calm, even if you don't have all the details, even if you don't know how, I don't know, this contract, this relationship, this adventure is gonna come together, right? You don't need to know the details, right? This is a deep knowing, right? This is like this cosmic level knowing that it's gonna work out. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. King of Swords is actually, believe it or not, is also the deep knowing kind of energy. It's just that that knowledge in the King of Swords comes from doing the homework, like studying the analytics, researching the subject, building the strategy, right? But once they've done it, the King of Swords doesn't worry anymore, right? They're confident in what they're doing. They're confident in the steps they're taking. Bottom of the deck here, Six of Swords. Yeah, so knowing that this will get them out of the issue, or out of the rut, or out of stagnation. I think we were in that kind of sticky energy maybe last week of December, last couple of weeks of December. And this is now that breath of fresh air and an opportunity to see things differently, but also open up to new energies and new vibrations. We are gonna have new moon coming up pretty soon, so this is a great preparation, trampoline for kind of like rebalancing, for leaving unnecessary things behind and feeling optimistic about the new beginnings. Not to mention the beginning of a new year. A happy new year, by the way. So for the feminine energies, we have King of Wands and the Tower. We actually did have a Tower energy in a few zodiac sign readings. So the King of Wands essentially is showing us that the feminines are removing any external concerns, right? They don't want to pay too much attention to like the issues of the day, or the maybe things are not coming up as quickly as needed, right? They're focusing on the sacred knowledge, on bringing it to the people, and being the leader, and being leading by example, so to speak, right? And actually the Tower moment that either has happened or is happening or will happen very, very soon, we're talking like this week, is only going to strengthen this position. So if in the older days it would throw you off and you'll be like, well, I don't know what I'm doing anymore, or to like, I don't have the energy for this after what happened. No, but this time, at this moment, you're going to be even more reassured that you're on the right path with your spiritual mission, with whatever it is. Maybe this is something in your personal development you're working on, maybe discovering your gifts, right? And how you can apply those, or how much mastery you already have, right? This is only going to reinstate that more strongly. For masculines, we have the Emperor. Oh my God, all this masculine energy clarified by the Temperance, which in this card is also kind of masculine. It still has wings, by the way. It's still an angel, but a much more masculine looking angel. So the masculines are embracing new level of like being in charge and knowing what they want. But this is not coming from ego this time. The Temperance is giving them this vibe of being balanced and kind of like keeping it real, so to speak, right? So it's not just showing up better than they are with the bravado, with like trying to impress somebody. It's actually believing of, you know, in their strengths, in how much they have, right? And kind of like working out the kinks of like, what does it mean for my life now that I have this new confidence, this new knowledge, this new understanding, and what can I achieve? What can I do faster or better or easier than I used to, based on what I know now? So this is still, both of these are major arcana, so this is still being integrated into reality. So it may not look like much on the surface just yet, because there is a delay of while it gets integrated into 3D layer, but this is huge. I've talked so much about the ego of masculinity and all the different aspects of it. I'm not gonna go into that too much again, but it's not like simply of like my way or the highway. Like, there's so many aspects around it, including how they're treating women or how they perceive women are treating them. So for those feminines watching, for cross watchers, if you're feeling like, oh yeah, good for them, no, I mean, it looks like it's, you know, them working within their own lane, but it's huge in terms of their connection with the feminine energy. Additional question, we have 4 of Cups clarified by 9 of Cups. So right now, like the additional question essentially here is, how do I invest on a daily basis, little by little, towards the bigger dream, right? How can I make that contribution with maybe small investments, right? Of resources, whatever I have available right now. For feminines, we have 5 of Swords clarified by the Lovers. So this is about investing in breaking off the illusion of what love is, or what love relationship is, between the masculine and the feminine. And I like that in this deck, it's like the sword is like going outward. So it's like, yes, I'm gonna cut this off. Whatever the illusions were, whatever the heartache brought, whatever the movies taught us, right? This is like, or maybe even someone else's example that was like a staple of like, this is how it's supposed to be, right? This is like a breaking that off, and or at least seeing what is it all about, right? It may look like something on the surface, but what is it really like? What is really important there, right? Studying that more closely. What that emotional intimacy is like, how that is critical, instead of paying attention to like external factors and, I don't know, success and certain milestones. A lot of people are still looking for external milestones in their relationships to be able to determine how successful it is. For masculines, we see 8 of Swords clarified by Queen of Swords. So masculines are invested in seeing clearly where they've been self-sabotaging their success. Right? This is like taking a very honest look at where they were maybe blaming other people or circumstances or whatever, the universe, but essentially they're seeing now how much they could have been different, could have done different. And because they were overthinking about it, or they were afraid to take action at all, they missed a lot of those opportunities for their personal happiness. Okay, how would the feminine see in the masculines? Page of Wands clarified by Justice. Yeah, so almost like rebirth. I see some phoenix vibration here. Rebirth into something completely new, into this new level of ascended spiritual being. And yeah, it feels like it gives off energy of innocence, and also a little bit of like somebody new who's still learning like the grasp of it, right? Like the kinks of it. How does it really work? But the feminine see that there is a divine support in bringing in like the karmic rebalancing, in helping the masculines even in a way deal with certain negative karma that's been weighing on them, so that they can complete this rebirth and transformation process. Never thought I'll see the rebirth in Page of Wands, but there it is. How the masculine see and feminines, we see Two of Cups clarified by Nine of Pentacles. They are seeing the soul connection stronger than ever. They're so drawn, so pulled towards the feminine. And the more the feminine is like basking in their own joy and discovery and happiness, and sharing the gifts with the surrounding world, the more they adore them, the more they're in awe, the more they're like, ooh, I gotta get me a piece of that. Right? Like, this is someone very special, almost to the point that they put the feminine on the pedestal. The masculines watching, please don't do that. And remember, if anything, that helps, that you and your feminine do have one higher self, to have one soul. So essentially you are still those soul partners, right? Like, you're still it's not that your feminine is out there and you are kind of like running around trying to catch up. No, it's just that your journey looks different, at least for a while. Once you're in union together, it's going to be a lot more synchronized, and it's going to show you a lot more of how this happens in synchronicity with each other. Right now it may seem very different, but each twin doing their part of the job is equally important, whether it's more karmic, whether it's more of a spiritual growth. But those are the important ingredients and important wins that go into your common pot, if you wish, right? Because you're working as a team, you are connected. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I've got a really busy day. I know I still owe January readings on my other channel, which I'm gonna start posting today, so look out for that. And in the meantime, I love you guys.